can you give my wife Chrissy a shout out and tell her to get in here? Aye, Chrissy, get in here! What the hell? Like, come on.
Yeah, we have fun here. We have fun here.
Cheers, DJ
Especially today. We're going to have a lot of fun today.
Yeah, oh man, one of our things today is the reaction to the Ian interview. Ha ha! I'm so happy. I'm a happy camper. I love every philosophy the World of Warcraft team spouts, and I absolutely think that it's always in line with the player experience. They absolutely know what they're doing at all times, and I feel great about the people in charge of World of Warcraft right now.
I completely agree, and I also will notice I will say there is a free trial for critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV.
Why didn't you lace this with whiskey? This is just a straight up Pepsi Max, like.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'll grab the whiskey later, but...
Yeah, so, not to fully color our, opinions about the Ian interview, but, I mean, basically, I think it was essentially a complete disaster and was completely out of touch with the player experience, and it filled 100%. Me with what I would call negative faith in the team's, general ability to think about the game they're making. So
yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, I'd call it dread. That's the sensation I kind of came out of it with.
I mean, like, we had such a great start to this week.
Yeah.
It's incredible, right? Like, next week's videos are recorded. I right now am working in the week after next's video. Yep. So I was feeling, on top of the world. I was thinking, oh, great. We got this interview with Ian. Clearly, Blizzard will have wanted to schedule that interview in order to perhaps say some things to Preach. Perhaps, indicating that Blizzard would roughly know that Preach can speak to segments of the community who are not particularly happy with Blizzard. And then it turns out, no, he just goes in there as like, right, mate, conduit energy. It's great. Well, it's imperfect. To which I say, fucking stuff that up somewhere where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, imperfect's one way to put it.
Yeah, honestly, this is going to be a slightly mask-off situation because I think I'm basically done being polite with these guys.
Yeah, fair, 100%.
I think you won't particularly see it in what a lot of other people you don't particularly see in what a lot of what is said publicly, but yes. I mean, it's obviously something that we know is felt in the private realm and stuff like that. I mean, you can all. You aren't stupid. You can all tell. You all know what's going on. I mean, it's not like Ian does his interview with Preach, and then the next day you see, I'm happy, Asmongold's happy, Mike's happy. No, you look at Mike's video that's the post-mortem of the interview he just did, and it's basically just like, yeah, cool, I appreciate talking to, Blizzard and all that jazz, but basically I didn't like it. I didn't like what he said. You see Asmongold's video responding to it, he's like, no, I didn't really like any of that shit. And then, our one is basically just, hello, World of Warcraft's a paid beta test. Fuck you, customer. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. I mean, my basic perception of that interview was, based on what Ian said, and I don't care about any of the PR stuff anymore, basically. They're obviously completely comfortable with shipping a unpolished, not fucking considered, not polished game, and letting us fucking deal with it while we pay our hard-earned money. Because almost, like, half of what Ian said was basically like, oh, we're not going to fix the Covenant energy system. No. If there's a problem with a soulbind, we'll just balance it later. To which I'm just like, mate, for fuck's sake, yous have said that every single goddamn time you have an issue. Oh, we'll balance that artifact ability. Oh, we'll balance that Covenant trait. Oh, we'll balance that soulbind. And then guess what? Multiple goddamn years pass of World of Warcraft, the paid beta test. I'm done with these jokers.
It's I love when you're talking about balance. I love the fact that they've got it's always the same number that Ian brings up. It's 0.5%. Balance it within 0.5%. That seems to be like the goal of all time. Where if it's 0.5%, no one cares. When has anything in the game been balanced within 0.5%? With how variance in, because they added it back in Shadowlands, but because of how variance in the same spell works, the same fucking spell isn't balanced within 0.5% of each other.
It's like, if yous are the boys who just put in for friggin' corruptions in patch 8.3, you don't get to talk about 0.5%.
Yeah, I
mean, I got Echoing Void in day one from my first cache, which it made Nicky on our team, the other, at that time, Demon Hunter in our guild, we were doing Night Alpha, made him furious. Nicky, poor bastard, you know, he was almost certainly outplaying me as a Demon Hunter.
Yeah, definitely.
But, you know, man, they gave me Echoing Void in day one, so I was just sitting there topping the DPS. Absolutely so rusty, not playing the game half right whatsoever. But yeah, it's like for that interview, it's just everything reeked of paid beta. It reeked of them just being like, oh, that problem, you know, oh, do you have a fundamental problem with the system we've implemented? Don't worry. You're actually, you know, the reason why you're unhappy with our system is not at all that you're unhappy with our system. It is, in fact, that you're unhappy with one or two of the elements of balance within our system. And don't worry, we'll balance it. To which I'm like, Blizzard, I just don't trust you. If you were the StarCraft 2 team, maybe I'd trust you to reel in some balance. But with the WoW team, it's been some freaking busted stuff every single goddamn patch for the longest time.
It's Torghast. Torghast really gets me, especially seeing.
Mate.
Like, let's not even talk about the quality of the scoring system in Torghast or anything like that. Let's just talk about the fact that in sometime July, August, sometime like that, Torghast, ostensibly version 2 will come, or sorry, no, version 1, because the one we had no scoring system, had problems that they completely acknowledged from day one. But it doesn't matter if they acknowledge problems if they don't actually solve them, and the agility is absolutely not there. Why do we have? Well, what is it? It's May. It's not officially May. Shadowlands was November. That's over 6 months, or that's about 6 months of Torghast Alpha.
Yeah,
where it's a shit experience.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like, for God damn it, like, I think about being a kid.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, here's how I got my World of Warcraft money, everyone. So my dad, he does a conservatory company, and I would go, you know, I'd help him shovel concrete to, you know, out of the truck, to put it in the foundations, doing all that jazz. So, you know, I'd get my pocket money for doing that, and I would buy World of Warcraft. And now it's like, if you do that, you're getting this absolutely, you know, look, the raiding and the dungeons is all fun.
Yeah.
But it's like the rest of it's a busted piece of shit, and they just don't know what they're goddamn doing. You look at Torghast, and it's like, boys, Torghast was fun in Alpha of Shadowlands when you just let us have absolutely wild abilities and stuff like that. What did you do for live? You made it into a boring goddamn chore where we're only doing it for Soul Ash, where it's like, even if you do super well, you get nothing else in return because it's just for the goddamn Soul Ash. Soul Ash is a boring goddamn resource because, I mean, it's just Soul Ash. It's just a friggin' means to an end. So you're never doing Torghast for anything that is at all related to Torghast's potential as an awesome piece of content. It's just goddamn hard to comprehend how much they have shat the bed on, and this is the thing that gets me with modern Blizzard. It's not that they fail in execution. It's not that. It's the fucking ideas. Ideas are easy.